Stop moving. I feel like everyone's listening. I feel like everyone's listening to me. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about friendships. The definition of what a friend is has completely changed for me. I mean, completely. I wouldn't call someone a friend so easily now because we throw that word around so casually that we sometimes end up disrespecting its meaning, and we sometimes also end up disrespecting ourselves. The bar for a friend is so low. It's so low that someone is nice to you twice and that person will get that title. But to me now, being someone's friend and having a friend actually means something. I now have good friends. I have good people in my life. In my previous friendships, I'm not going to sit here and blame them first. I'm blaming me first. I was not a good friend. I did not know how to show up as a friend like I know how to now. I blame myself for not having the emotional availability to be there for them when they were having a hard time. I didn't know how to hold space for them in those moments. And I didn't give my friends a chance to show up for me either. I didn't give them a chance to be there for me when I was having a hard time. I didn't call them and say that I need a hug today, that I'm going through something and it's really difficult for me and I need you. I never did that once. Because back then I had my own issues. I felt like if I do that, I felt like a burden. And let me tell you this. In order to find my people, I had to be that person first. I had to become someone who's emotionally available to then attract people who are emotionally available. I had to be capable of that kind of vulnerability to attract people with the same potential. I did not just find these amazing people, because the people around you are a mirror of you, which is why you attract exactly who you are. You can't keep being the same version of yourself and expect the world around you to change. You can't show up with the same walls, the same pattern, the same emotional distance, and then wonder why people don't treat you differently. Because the energy you give is the energy that comes back. And let me tell you something. Friendships are a blessing. You get to be anything. You get to be anything in front of them. I am a monkey when I'm with my friends. A monkey. And it's a friend, you know. You don't have to talk every day. I realized that real friendship is not about constant presence. It's about consistent intention. It's about knowing that even if you don't talk every day, you know you can always reach out and be real without feeling guilty or without feeling like a burden or without feeling judged. And my friendships have helped me grow as a person more than anything. It provided me with space that I did not find anywhere else. And like, sure, you know, when it's fun, it's fun. But to be there for your friends in their hard times is the thing that's going to make your friendships stronger. Because when you let each other in, when you allow each other to build a safe space for your most vulnerable sides, that's when your connection deepens. And why wouldn't you? I would hate it if someone I love, someone important to me, is going through a hard time and they're alone. And that's what friends are for. Call a friend. And I'm not saying to fix their problems. You do not need to jump and fix their problems at all. No. Just be there. Just listen quietly. Learn to validate their feelings. Learn to validate their emotions. Actually sit there and listen to what they're going through. Not to respond, but to just understand that what this person is going through. Only give advice when you're asked to. Because most of the time, people already know what they need to do. Deep down, they know how to fix their problems. What they really need a friend for is to be able to say, I'm overwhelmed. I'm scared. That I'm sad that it's not working out the way I thought it would. And to say that I'm hurt. Sometimes that's all it takes. That's all we need. someone who listens, someone who makes you feel like you're not alone, someone who makes you feel like they understand you. That's literally all we need sometimes, to be able to say what we're feeling, not someone to fix our problems. And that's what friends are for. And that's the best part of it. And I'll tell you exactly what happens when you try to fix your friend's problems and give advice in those moments. It instantly invalidates their feelings. It's no longer about the overwhelming emotions that need to feel seen and heard. Instead, it becomes more about fixing the problem that's overwhelming them. And most of the time, when you try to fix people's problems, it overwhelms them even more because it forces them to shove those emotions back down and focus again on the thing that's causing them stress, on the thing that's overwhelming them. This is why you should never, and I mean never, try to fix other people's problems unless they ask for it, unless they ask for your help. Because you know what? It may actually just make them resent you, and then they may not feel safe letting you in. They may just stop trusting you with their vulnerable sides, with their sensitive sides. Because let me tell you, that side of them didn't need fixing. It needed love. It needed care. And when you become the person that you wish you had, when you become the friend that you wish you had, I promise you, you will find the people you are looking for. You will find people who love you, who listen to you, who make you feel seen and heard, and people who know how to hold space for you, people who know how to build a safe environment for you. Someone recently said this to me. Someone I know was going through a hard time, and they said, I didn't need a therapist. I needed a friend. And that's so true sometimes. Sometimes you're aware of what you're feeling and what is happening and how everything's falling apart, and you see it all. And you know what you need to do. You know you have it in you to get through with this. Like, you know it's fixable. But it's so overwhelming. It's too much to handle emotionally. And what you need is a friend. And all that being said, once you know the kind of person you want to be, you'll also know the kind of people you want to keep in your life, the kind of friendships you want to cherish, the friendships you want to nurture, and the ones you need to let go of. You'll eventually find out what kind of friend you want to be and what kind of friends you need to have, and you'll know when not to give energy anymore. And it's okay to outgrow friendship without hatred. I used to hold on to old friendships just because of how long we've known each other. But I've realized time doesn't define depth. And you can outgrow people with love. You don't hate them. You just stop fitting in the same place. And that's okay. That's fine. You've now grown into a person, and the word friend means something more to you. And that's growth. I'm gonna attempt to take a thumbnail. That's good. That's good. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Capable of that kind of vulnerability. Constance. I had to be capable of that kind of vulnerability. Well, I can't say that. And focus. Bye.